UK, it's 11 a.m. Central Time, and it's 12 p.m. Eastern. Hello, RJ.
Hello, Stephen. How are you today?
I'm good today. I'm super. I'm expialidocious. Don't ask me to spell it. You
That's
know,
right. Yeah,
we
that
both.
kind of spelling is not required for this show. We don't do that here.
No, no, no. We're just in an awesome good mood. We know it's Thanksgiving tomorrow, but we're in a good mood because, well, the because is
Bots
wait
for
for it.
Broadcasters is on its way. We are submitting the very last thing, crossing all of the T's and the I's. So the course that we have made from our experiences building bots for broadcasters and building for our own shows and for other people's shows, it's all going to be available here so super soon, and we're happy. It's been a labor of love, hasn't it?
It has, because it simply has a set of rods. It's been a lot easier because I'm used to actually sort of designing the course myself, but this time there were two of us, and it made a whole world of difference to have somebody to chat to about it, and to give a gentle push when needed. And I think that worked well. And the other thing is that we decided on the division of labor, who was doing what right at the beginning, and we were able to work through that. But the difference on this course is that for about 30% of the course, we actually appear on screen together.
Yeah.
Which I think is different from everybody else, where it's just one person on screen. You've got two people on screen who love messenger bots, and we are hopefully spreading the love and telling you exactly how you can use messenger bots in your business. So today is our pre-Thanksgiving celebration.
Yeah.
That bots for broadcasters with RJ and myself will be out and available on Black Friday and on Cyber Monday and on every Monday after that. In fact, it'll be available 365 days a year, forever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, say hello to Kevin. It's nice to see Kevin. And Kevin is the gentleman who. All right, Kevin. If you missed it today, there was a post by BeLive.tv in BeLivers showing the graphic with fonts on it, and everybody loves that graphic. So thank you, Kevin, for all the graphics on BeLive.tv. Okay, that's good. Now, if you are watching, you can join us on camera if you wish. And all you need to do is type the word guest, because we've got a messenger bot running. And if you type the word guest, then you can actually join us on camera. And Brad's joining us too. So Brad is saying, good morning, you two rock stars. Happy Thanksgiving to you both. And yes, we're in an awesome mood. And if you want to join the party, just type guest and you can join us on camera.
Love to have you, Brad.
Yeah, my watch is saying, because we were recording before this, my watch is now telling me that it's time for me to go and exercise, but I'm going to ignore it.
Okay.
Every 45, if I've been sat down for 45 minutes, it says, about time you actually got up and did something rather than just sitting there. I'm staying. Now, we're going to go on a trip down memory lane just for a short second, because our journey actually began with this, which is when RJ and I got together to build a bot for the live video hub, and build a bot RJ did. And that was when the idea about the Udemy course came about, and we've not looked back since then, have we?
Yeah, I mean, that was such a great experiment, and then we've kind of moved to so many things. In a year, we started with the live video hub. I can't remember when you and I started our show. I think it was early last year. It was early spring, something like that. We started the show, and then we built for live video hub. But yeah, we've built other things since then. Of course, the 5 days live bot. Built that, and then a super simple bot for Fonz's charity show coming up here which I'm really excited about. Honestly, it did not take me that long, but it pleased Fawn so much. You love it when your work affects people. You know what I mean? Like, it was not very hard for me to do, and yet it makes him smile. So I'm grateful to be contributing to the cause.
Well, it's a great cause. I mean, Fonzie's going to be live for 12 hours on Friday, and he's got a lineup, different guests every half hour for 12 hours. So that's 24 different guests, and UK celebrities and radio stars, TV stars, and local celebrities too. He's got the Bloody Cancer Charity involved as well. And the beautiful thing is that because you designed the bot and you put it on the show, the main show, which it starts at, we don't expect anybody here to actually watch it. It starts at 4 a.m. Eastern, which is 9 a.m. in the UK, and it runs from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. But basically, that first show is the one that's being promoted, and that's got the bot attached, and people have started donating already, simply because the bot is there.
I know. Yeah? Isn't that amazing?
Right. Totally amazing. Let's catch up for a moment. Roz is saying, I'll pass on being in the party because it's 3:34 a.m. in the morning over in Australia. And Robert's with us and saying, hey, happy Thanksgiving to everyone celebrating. I know you can see these, but I got in the habit. Some co-hosts are actually on mobile and they can't see it. So if I read everything out, that's why. And Tish is saying hi. And Barbara is busily sharing out Ponza's show. Awesome, Barbara. That's what we need. The more people share it, the wider audience it gets. And if it's successful, then the format can be reused on BeLive.tv to raise money for charity. And RJ's got a charity bot, which will help you enormously. Do you want to explain a little bit about what a charity bot is actually doing? Because it's not just collecting money, is it?
Right. So it also shares some links out to more information about the charity itself and support. If you happen to be suffering from that right now, there is support. You're not alone, certainly. And so, we've got the internet. We don't need to be alone anymore. So along with the link to donate, and that's the trigger word we're having people type into the comments. Along with the link to donate, we also have a link for more information. If you want more information about the fight against bladder cancer, or that charity, or if you want some support or want to find some support, then there's an opportunity for you to do that as well. And as to my understanding, Fonz is welcoming people popping in on his show as well. So there will also be an opportunity for people to type guest in the bot and get the guest link. So yeah, that's going to be a great thing. I might do that as something you can type in, but then also something you can hit the menu button for as well if you're on a phone or if you're on a laptop. So yeah, a lot of opportunities in there. A lot of opportunities for people to get involved in this thing, and it's more than just. I did a charity show 2 years ago. It was not a 12-hour show; it was an 8-hour show. But and we did the beam through to Facebook Live, which was so super new at that point. And that was I think it was the week after I got a BeLive account. We didn't do it on BeLive because that was so new at the time that we couldn't have multiple people on screen back in the day. So I did it on something called Blue Jeans. But even with all of that, and it does take a lot of coordination to pull off something like a 12-hour show, getting all the guests lined up and getting them all, sound checked and video checked and getting all of those. And then even with all of that, even with reminders, people are going to be late on the day. And then you're going to shuffle people around in the background. This is Steven's job during the Fawn show. Even with all of that, you're broadcasting to Facebook Live. Hopefully folks are sharing it. And that's wonderful. But having that bot gives it an extra added dimension of engagement. Of, you know, now people they can certainly comment, but there are ways to get further involved when they you know, subscribe to the bot as well. So I'm just really I'm really interested, really keen to see this get going, and I'm hoping that Fonz gets some good results with it.
I totally agree with you on that, and Fonz was so happy to have a bot on the show, amazingly so, that he's been going around telling everybody. So that is excellent. Now, the other thing is that we both know that once you've written a bot, it then becomes a template, and you can then use it in more than one place.
Yeah.
So in this age of live cross-posting, the charity show, which is going out from Fonz's Cambridge Historian page, will also be on the live video hub and on the Be Live in 5 page to reach more viewers. And for that reason, we were able to copy the charity bot from Cambridge Historian to Be Live in 5 to the live video hub. So wherever you're watching the show from, you can type donate and be taken to the same bot, and you can do exactly the same things, and you can donate. You can find more information, as RJ said. And that's the true power of a bot. It's actually not a passive thing. It's not just giving information. You can actually take action. You can actually make a donation. And it's going to be interesting to see exactly what happens. But what we can say is that with the bot just attached to the original broadcast, which it's been since Monday, Tuesday, people are actually donating. And it proves that if you put a bot on a post, even before you go live, you can actually get great interaction, great reaction, and people actually doing things from the get-go. And this is a learning curve for all of us. But in terms of charity bots and occasions like that where you are raising money for charity, there's no better way than to use Messenger bot. And I bow to you. The charity bot is going to be a wonderful success on Friday. And hopefully Fonz will reach his target, and the bot will play its part.
Yeah. We got to get his show cross-posted onto Black Belt Bots too.
Okay.
We got to hook up and do that, Mr. Steven.
Make it so. We shall. Yes. We can do this. We have the power. And we also have the power to invite you to join RJ now on camera now. If you just want to type guest in the comments, you're more than welcome to join us. If you've got any questions about bots, then just ask, and we'll do our best to answer. Okay, so if you've just tuned in, we're celebrating the fact that we are within an inch of releasing Bots for Broadcasters, which we've co-authored.
Co-authored, co-hosted, co-taught. It's a co. It's a co, people.
Co-taught. That's a good word. New word. Co-taught. Taught. Yeah, we've worked hard together to actually create this course all about messenger bots, so that you can create your first bots. Right. Okay. And unless you comment, Ross, you can create your first bot, and you can either go from scratch, following the instructions in the videos, or you can actually take a template and run with that. Either way works. So we're celebrating having finished. And Roz is saying she doesn't fully understand the cross-posting function yet. Okay. It is still in its, well, it's been going since middle of the year. Just to give you an easy, start with the example that started it all off. Our friend and my friend, David Burrows, is in Canada, in Sarnia in Canada, and he runs his own page, which is called the Video Show Network, otherwise known as TVSN. Now, his audience, for his geographical audience, is in Canada. I broadcast in the UK on the Be Live in 5 page, which is where we are today, and my audience is the UK and the US, and David's audience, obviously, US as well. But if I broadcast on his page, then I'm reaching his Canadian audience. If he broadcasts on my page, then he's reaching my English and European audience. That's cross-posting. So at its simplest, it's the ability to borrow somebody else's audience for the time that the show is actually live and on the recording afterwards. But if you take it further than that, then basically Facebook said, well, okay, you can do that, but you can do it when you go live. So as soon as I go live on my page, I go live on David's page. As soon as David goes live on his page, then you follow where I'm going. So as soon as RJ and I went live today, we went live on the Be Live in 5 page. We went live on Black Belt Bots. We went live on TBSN. We went live on the Live Video Hub. So we are live in several different places.
Yep.
And it doesn't matter where you're watching from, but this is the rider. If you actually want us to see your comment, we never ignore people. But if you look up above you, at the post up above, you will see a link, and it will have Be Live in 5 in it. And if you click that link, then you can actually come here, and when you type a comment, we'll see it. Okay, and now my Christmas wish to Facebook is to make it so that irrespective of where you're actually typing a comment, we as co-hosts of the show can actually see it. And you never know. You never know with Facebook. It could happen. Right, okay, catching up with comments then. And yes, Barbara. Oh, happy what course, Dave. Brilliant, Barbara. And Gospel is saying hello. Hello, Gospel. Nice to see you. And Roz is saying, so the purpose is to expand exposure. Totally. It's to grow your audience. It's the best way to actually grow an audience is to broadcast to friends' pages at the same time, or to broadcast on a Live Video Hub. I had the idea of the Live Video Hub where instead of actually broadcasting to each other's page, we all broadcast to one page. So this show is on the Live Video Hub today, but so are 15 other shows and 15 more shows tomorrow and 15 more shows on Friday. And you can go to the Live Video Hub page and you can see, well, quite a few shows a day, and the comments are going like wildfire. It's like Facebook just caught up. And Lynn's saying hello to Barbara and to us. Hello, Lynn. Abigail is here. Hello, Abigail. Nice to see you. And Gospel is saying you can even cross-post schedule. Hang on. I've got to... Right. And there's comment stuck. You can even cross-post. And Barbara is multitasking. And Abigail, how often do you do this show? RJ, how often do we do this show?
Once a week. We are here every week at 11 a.m. Central, 12 p.m. Eastern, and it's a different time in the UK altogether.
Oh, it's a different time and different climate and a different... yes. It's 5 p.m. in the UK, 6 p.m. in Paris, and a bit later than that in Singapore. And it's, as Roz has told us, it's 3:30 in the morning in Australia.
That's right.
So we appreciate anybody staying up to 3:30 in the morning to watch us. And Lynn is saying, okay, I like doing that too, Barbara. Hey, we're groupies too, following celebs around FB. That is so kind on so many different levels.
It really is.
And it is really early in Australia. Totally. I mean, that's why it's difficult to do a global show, because there are 24 different time zones. And Barbara's saying it's 12:15 in New York. Good. That's, yeah. And you can't do a 20 show to get everybody together. The best time to do it, the only times you can do it are 10:30 at night in the UK. That just about works because it's morning in Australia, it's evening in the US, or afternoon if you're on the Pacific coast. And I'm going to put this on screen and say, what do we say?
Thank you, Barbara Van Manen. I adore you, my friend. We're getting fairy bot up and running too. I can't wait to see that as well.
No, I can't. I've seen the graphic.
The graphic is beautiful. Yeah, it absolutely is. So can't wait.
Yeah. And Ros is saying she sets the alarm to be woken from a cozy bed. Double thank you. Thank you. Yeah. So all is good. All is really good.
All is really good.
Now it's Thanksgiving tomorrow. Now we don't celebrate Thanksgiving in the UK, but on behalf of Bots for Broadcasters, should we? Is it too early to say it?
I don't think so. I mean, to me, we're a global place. The internet is, and it's not too early to begin a nice pre-celebration of Thanksgiving. I have begun. I've begun with a cup of coffee this morning, which is actually how I begin every morning. But yeah, well, over the weekend, actually on Small Business Saturday is my birthday.
Ah.
Yes, November 24th. So we'll also run into that holiday this year, which is a national holiday at my house. It's a national holiday in-house, and there will be lots of celebrating. I will probably go paint downstairs some of the day and hang out with the dog and the kitten and the wifey. Not necessarily in that order. So yeah, that holiday's coming up too. It's going to be a great weekend. Gobble, gobble.
So happy Thanksgiving to everyone. And well, it means I've got a quiet day tomorrow because I broadcast on Thursdays with Linda West and with Cheryl Piper. And they are both celebrating Thanksgiving. So I can take the day off almost. I can take a break too. And then, of course, it's Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Now, those are two traditions that actually have come across the UK. And we still get people queuing the night before outside the stores in Knightsbridge in London to get the bargain television that's $100 instead of $1,000. And they all pile into the store, and 2 or 3 people get the set for $100, and then everybody else gets a 10% discount. So shopping on Friday, and of course shopping on Monday. So, I mean, Thursday is not shopping, is it? There's no shopping on Thursday.
Well, in America, the stores, I mean, there's shopping. There's absolutely shopping. The stores open at different times for the Black Friday stuff. So you will not have all of them open at midnight. You'll have stores that open up at 8 o'clock on Thanksgiving Day and at 3 o'clock in the morning and at 2 o'clock. So you have things, at least in Omaha. I don't know how other places do it, but you have stores that are opening all night so that everybody can, kind of get in on this stuff. Yeah, I used to go. I had some friends who went, and I was in grad school at the time, so I didn't have a whole lot of extra time to spend with people, but I always had the night before, the night after Thanksgiving, I had that weekend off. So I would join people, but I don't do that anymore. It's too cold. It's too cold, and the fun wears off after about an hour.
Right. So in advance of your birthday at the weekend, happy birthday from Ross. Happy birthday from Abigail.
Oh, thank you.
Happy birthday from Barbara. And Barbara's saying you should celebrate the whole week. Happy birthday week, RJ.
I like it.
Brilliant. And a happy birthday from me too, and from the UK. And now, I'm not sure, we're coming part way through this conversation. Your poor mum might have missed out on a turkey dinner.
Oh, did she? I don't know. I was born in the morning, like late morning. So that's quite possible. I don't know if she felt like eating that day, but certainly someone might have, I wasn't born on Thanksgiving either. Every few years, my birthday lands on Thanksgiving, but my actual birthday was a Saturday. So it was a few days after Thanksgiving that year.
Got it. We're good. And Barbara is saying we need the link to the Udemy course to promote it. So do we.
So do
We are that close to actually getting the link. And as soon as we have it, we've already done, in celebration of actually getting this far, we've actually just before we came live here, we've done a promo video. Now, I just want to sidetrack for a moment. We know that the people who run Udemy are very strict, and they're very strict about video and audio. Now, because RJ and I broadcast all the time, we know that our normal setup is good enough. But the problem that we had is we could record on our Mac and PC, and we could record just us on screen. But what we wanted to do was to record talking about a particular topic. So how do you do that? If you want to get together and have a high definition recording, which you can actually repurpose in a Udemy course and to have it of the best quality, how do we do that? So we tried several different systems, and then we ended up with going from Be Live to Twitch. And we've had fun because we were able to go live to Twitch for an hour from BeLive.tv. We were able to do 4 or 5 lectures, one after the other. And we did that about 3 times, and today's the 4th time. And we've had an audience helping us along, cheering us on. But if you want to record any content to repurpose it with more than one person on screen, it's got to be Twitch, hasn't it, RJ?
Well, yeah. You know, that's been an interesting experiment. The quality is really good, and we seem to get drive-by followers, which is fun. That's just fun. So I've been thinking about actually just doing some little shows here and there over on Twitch to, because they're looking for content creators, and that's who we are. So yeah, that's been fun. And I like that we're able to get the both of us on screen. You could do that with Zoom, but Zoom will only present one person while they're talking, and then the other person starts stopping, and then the scene flips to them. So this is this style, the one that we've got here, is the one that we're used to and the one that we have the most fun in. So yeah, that does make a difference.
It did. It was actually fun to do it because we were just chatting as we normally do, and we're able to record it and download it, and then edit it, and then put it onto the Udemy course. Mm-hmm. And the thing about that is, because there are actually 2 of you involved, it's more natural than doing it on your own, because you've got to psych yourself up. Whereas if you're actually talking to each other, then it's a natural conversation which flows, which is good. Right, catching up the comments, and Barbara's saying, going back a bit in our conversation, Barbara's saying Walmart is open at 6 p.m. the night before. Okay. All right, okay. And Lenny's saying, really? So we will have it hot off the press? You certainly will. We promise you. You'll be the first as soon as we know.
You'll have it hot off the bot press.
Nice one. Okay. And Rosie's saying she hasn't checked out BeLive to Twitch. It's easier to use than BeLive to Facebook. All you need is your email address, your branding, and then you just do it. There's no scheduling, there's no putting description in. You just go live to Twitch anytime you want. And
I guess that's right. You wouldn't need all that other stuff that Facebook needs.
That's right. That's right. True. Because you're not creating a post, you're just going live on your channel. So it's minimum, really, because when you're live, you can edit the description that shows underneath when you're live. Yeah. And when you've finished, you can, just like you do on YouTube, you can actually edit and put a new title in and a description and all the SEO tags after the show, because it's not going to be Googleable until you've actually finished. Right, so on the show, which do a show called Just Do It. Just do it, Ross. Check it out. Go live. And if
you hate it, you can always delete it, Roz.
Oh yeah, yeah. And we've converted Roz, so she's going to try it out and likes the idea. Brilliant. Okay. Excellent.
I've got a little topic.
Good.
It's just a tiny one. So back to bots for broadcasters, but something that I've been trying out lately. Does it stay on the Twitch channel after it's recorded? It stays for a period of time, like 90 days or something, right, Stephen?
If you've got a normal account, then it's 14 days. If you've got Amazon Prime, it's 60 days. And during that time, you can download it and you can repurpose it. What I do is I download the video, and you can either one button click to get it on YouTube, and it is literally one button click, or you can upload it to a service like Screencast-O-Matic, and they charge. This is not an affiliate link. Screencast-O-Matic charge the princess of $39 a year to host all your videos, which has got to be it's even without the Black Friday sales, that's got to be a bargain. And sorry, RJ, back to you.
Oh yeah, no problem. I wonder when our friend Ani is going to get that on get Twitch on to repurpose.io.
Somebody asked him the other day. It's on his list of things to do, because to actually be able to create the MP3 would be good.
Yeah,
because that's well, it is a pain.
Yeah, I bet you it is. So it was just a little addendum to bots for broadcasters, just an idea for you all. If you have a show to promote, and I know that some of you do have shows to promote at this time, connecting the bot to a video preview for your show. So Stephen and I were just talking about, getting on Twitch and, recording a little, recording our lessons, some of our lessons for the class together. We also did a little video preview this morning before we got on to Facebook here. And what we did was we just got on. It's about 2 minutes long. We're introing the class and what people can do in it and inviting people to join us. And, it's a very short deal. But what you can do is, if you've got an upcoming show to promote, then make a video. If you and then get it captioned if you can. Rev.com will do it for you, $1 a minute. Short turnaround time. If it's 3 minutes, it's $3. Swear to you, it's worth it, because then you can put that video on your page and you can hook a bot to that page or to that post. If you hook a bot to the post and say, hey, you've got the video preview running, you've got the captions running, and you can say, if you never want to miss an episode of, insert your show name here, type trigger word here, and then people will start to get, people will start to sign up and subscribe to your bot and get reminders for when your show is. So, I mean, that's a little thing that you can do. But once you have that video created, my friends, you can pop that on once a week. You can post that video to your page and connect a growth tool to it so that people can comment and get reminders for your show. That's something you could do forever. And just as an advertisement for your show, you could pop that into, different pages, groups and things like that. With groups and things like that, if you're doing this method, if you're doing a video promotion method for your show, instead of connecting a comment growth tool, which won't be possible if you're popping it into a group. But what you can do is post the video here, and then in the description below, say, go to blah, blah, blah.com to sign up to get reminders. And then people go to a link instead of just commenting to get reminders. They go to a link instead that has a little landing page, little button to press, and then they're on their way for getting reminders. So you can do the video promotion thing in groups. If you have a URL that is central to that is dedicated to your bot, you can also just put that stuff on your page. That's a set it up once and then forget it for a year, and you've got people subscribing to your stuff. Anyway, I had that idea as you were talking about us doing some stuff on Twitch there.
Brilliant idea. He's actual adopted. Now, just to go back, could you explain what rev.com is again, please?
Oh, absolutely. So if you are, if you're wanting to transcribe your videos, rev.com is a great place to do if you have short videos. I was doing some research a while back, and I was thinking about taking, so I do my show. I do my regular show Tuesdays and Thursdays at 1, not for the next 2 weeks because I'm on holiday, but I do my regular show. It's an hour. And there's a lot of doing what we're doing right now, which is responding to questions and doing all that stuff. And sometimes that responding to questions, it's on the main point of what, the original topic. And sometimes it's just not. I mean, we can't ever guarantee that we're going to stay on topic. So same for my show, right? I've always got, people asking questions, and sometimes we veer off the topic a little bit. So, but what I do for fans that don't have an hour or can't watch at that time or just need the short version, I also have a little podcast that's about 10 minutes long. I do it 2-3 times a week usually and send those out. So I was doing research. This is such a long story, Stephen. I was doing some research to get that podcast transcribed when I ran into rev.com. So 10-minute podcast going to cost me $10 to go get it transcribed. And then I can take that transcription and put it up as a written blog post.
And the reason is, why the transcription?
Why the transcription? So why the transcription on a Facebook Live video is because when it stops people from scrolling.
Yeah. Catch the attention, yeah? Okay.
Catches that attention, because here's the deal. A picture of you talking, you're all very attractive people, and I know this. But it's not necessarily just a picture of you talking into a microphone isn't going to necessarily get people to stop a scroll. But if there are words underneath and they're reading those words and those words are interesting to them, boom, stops the scroll and gets people to watch.
I do it myself. If there's a clip on, I'm going to say CNN, which has been subtitled, then I will actually just sit there listening to reading the subtitles, because the fact is that a large number of people don't have the sound on when they're surfing.
Yeah.
Because what we don't want is we're scrolling down a page of videos just to be hearing snippets of every single video that passes. So having the closed caption on means that you can actually catch people's attention. Great idea. Right, catching up with the questions. Another question from Roz, repurpose.io. Our friend Animura, who's based in Canada, has a piece of software called repurpose.io, and that is the URL. And basically, you can take your Facebook Live video and you can automagically, without pressing a single button, your video goes from Facebook to YouTube, Facebook to SoundCloud, Facebook. You've got the idea. It takes your video and its soundtrack wherever you want it to go, and you just set up a route. And once you've set the route up, set it to automatic, and it does all the work for you. Now, if you think that normally when you do a video, like we're doing the video now, what we'd normally have to do is wait for the show to finish, wait for Facebook to finish processing, and when they're finished processing, we can download the video to our hard drive, and then we can go to YouTube, we can upload it to YouTube, we can put the title, the description, and all the tags in, and job done. But it's taking you an hour. Now, if you're doing 3 or 4 shows a week or more, and I've heard of some people do that, then you're talking about 3 or 4 hours a week. If you're doing 3 or 4 hours a week of video, that's 16 hours a month. If you rate your time, let's say $20, then that's $320. Repurpose.io is $20 a month, and as Annie says, you can set it and forget it, and it goes from Facebook to YouTube, Facebook to SoundCloud, Facebook to quite a few different destinations. We couldn't live without it, could we?
Yeah, it's a really nice thing to have, and for me, it's worth the cost, because how many hours would I spend trying to make this happen? And I mean, I'm a smaller broadcaster. I'm trying to make some things happen. It's nice to have tools that take a lot of the work out of repurposing a video, because if you do a show, you don't want that show to die. You don't want it to run past people's feeds, and that's the only chance they might get to see it. You want people who might be searching for your content to see it. So that's why we do repurpose, and then we're repurpose.io fans, because it works really well. And that was not an affiliate advertisement. I don't get paid any money for loving Ani's product. I don't get paid.
No. I've got to say, though, I've put my hand up here. I do.
Oh.
And everybody who's got an account there has an affiliate link.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Right. Okay. If you go into your account settings on repurpose.io, you'll find an affiliate tab, and there is your own affiliate link. Now, I've been giving out my affiliate link for the last 12 months. So every month I get, well, I could go to Starbucks or even Costa Coffee and have lunch. Let's put it that way. So it's not going to, but it's nice. I mean, what we talk about all the time is building your income, and to have multiple streams of income makes it a lot easier. I mean, Udemy is one stream of income, Skillshare is another, being an affiliate on Twitch is another. But if you love a piece of software and it's got an affiliate scheme, then you don't have to do anything. You just got to be your normal self and talk about it, and then just drop the affiliate link, and you've got regular income. Right, okay, and on to Roz. Roz has a question. Okay, hang on. I want to go, Mr. Mate Roz, I want to go back to Lynn. If Lynn is here, and this is a question about broadcasting, and it's when I interview someone on camera, sort of be live, do I look at the person or do I look at the camera? Which I always do, looking at the person, but should I be looking at the camera? Now, this is the golden rule is always look at the camera, because if you look at the camera, you're actually looking at your audience. And there is a problem. Well, over to you, RJ, while I think about it for a minute.
Okay. Well, so I try like heck to always look at the camera, because I can see from my peripheral vision what the interviewee is doing. So I will sneak looks down at the person on the other side to just kind of check the body language there. Especially when you're trying to have a conversation with somebody, really, really hard to keep your eyes glued somewhere else, right? I mean, because you need to see what, if that person wants to talk again, or if they've had a sudden idea, or maybe if they don't want to talk, you can read those signals pretty well. So I would say that if I were to break you a percentage, if I were to break down a percentage for you, I'd say do a 90% look at that little green light. But do sneaky looks, do teeny looks down to check on your partner and to see that everything is well. So I mean that's my formula. I don't know what yours is, Stephen. I
totally agree, because there is a second problem to that. If I actually look at RJ, I can look at RJ because you on that side of me right there, but I might be looking the wrong way. So. It can happen depending on how you're actually in the broadcast section. You can actually be looking away from the person you're supposed to be talking to. So for that reason alone, 90% of the time, if you look at the camera, you're going to be on the right side. Catching up with the comments again. repurpose.io to Instagram stories. I don't think you can yet, can you?
Mm-mm.
No. Okay. And Roz is saying, so with rev.com, that does the transcription. It is for the closed captions, which shows on a lower screen as text for the deaf or sneaky scrollers. Yes, that's a term I like, sneaky scroller.
Yes.
I have to work that in from now on. And Rosie's saying she only added repurpose.io 2 days ago when in an online meeting. Thank you for the explanation. Excellent. All right, okay. I didn't know there was an affiliate ability on Twitch. Thanks for that info. Now, you've been there longer than I.
Oh, I watch a lot on Twitch. Yeah. I love Twitch. I love it. I've never broadcasted on it, but I love it.
I love it too. I mean, it's great to actually watch people, especially the demonstrations, where people actually demonstrate things rather than playing games. And playing games as well is good. But the thing about Twitch as well, if you're a broadcaster and you're coming from BeLive.tv, there's a growing number of us over there, and you can qualify for affiliate status. Within a 30-day period, you need to broadcast on 7 days in the 30 days. That, for most of us, is a walk in the park. Broadcast can be as long as you want or as short as you want. No problem there. You have to have 50 followers. Now, at the moment, there are more than 50 BeLivers over there, so it is easy. Well, you've got to go and talk to them, of course, but you can get 50 followers. You've got to broadcast for so many hours, and there's always a fourth one which I can't remember, but there are 4 standards you've got to meet, which are set by Twitch. Once you've met those standards, then people can pay to be your subscriber, $4.99 a month. And whilst you're live, I like this one, people can actually throw money at you. If you're doing a live show and people like it, they can throw money at you. Twitch has got a virtual currency, and it's like each point of currency is 1 cent. So you can throw $4 at somebody and say, thanks for the show, $2, thanks for the show. So it is an ability to get another income stream from live broadcasting. First time we've been able to do it. You can't do it on Facebook. Trying to earn a crust on Facebook is, well, term fools earning comes to mind, because you can't earn anything on Facebook. You can actually pay Facebook. You can't actually earn. So the beautiful thing about Twitch is that they do have the ability to be an affiliate and actually earn money. So I'm going to turn that comment off. And the next comment is, Rosie's saying, I try to look at the camera most of the time, yet the style of show I'm doing, it's needed to look at the cards. Ah, right, okay, because you're actually reading the tarot cards.
So you've got an added thing in there, but there's, I mean, if you're doing a reading, of course you need to look at the cards. People are going to understand that, and people honestly, this thing about, you know, whether you look at the camera or the interviewee or whatever, people accept it when you are not looking at the camera. I like to do it because I feel like for me it just sort of, you know, I mean, because I am paying attention and seeing someone's eyeballs, it's a psychological trigger, you know, that they are paying attention to you. So, you know, if you split the time between your cards and the camera, it should be just fine, I would say. I mean, with an occasional look, if you've got somebody else on screen with you to make sure that everything's all right, but I'd say that's fine.
Totally agree. And Rosie's saying, I need to learn to set up my mobile as a second camera to have that on the card. All right. We can tell you about that now. Right. Okay. All you need to do is this. One, get a stand for your camera to go on. Do you have one to hand, RJ?
I do.
There you are.
This is my my phone fits in here.
Brilliant.
It's on my desk. This is a desktop boom mic. And I can, if I want to, if you're doing cards, you would want to set it up like this. So you can extend this arm out. Hold, please. Whoop. You can extend that arm out and have your phone right here, pointing down. So desktop boom mic, everybody. That's how you get this going.
Brilliant. And then that's the first thing you need to do. And we're talking what, about $20, $20, $30, $40?
Oh, I think it's between 30 and 40 last check.
Right. Okay, $30, $40. Then you download the BeLive app for your phone. You send yourself the link in Messenger, and you can do that in many ways. Posting it in the page chat is my favorite, because it's one-to-one, it's private. Click the link, the app opens, your mobile will then appear as in the lobby section, and then just bring it up on screen. The only thing to watch out for is, because you're on the desktop and you've got the camera, switch the sound off on the camera, so on the mobile. Yeah. So you've only got one sound source, because otherwise, I mean, we did a show last night, Dan and I, which is the chocolate show, and basically his setup was simple and straightforward. He had one camera which was on the cooking area, okay, exactly as RJ described, and then his second was on his portable, and he was able to talk to his portable and actually do his preparation, his chocolate preparation. He was cooking chocolate. How good is that as a job? He was actually cooking the chocolate, and we had two cameras on screen. One was his hands actually doing the cooking, and the second was Dan talking. And it does simply work. BeLive is made for it, because you can have a combination of desktop and mobile. But the first thing you need is the stand, as RJ said. And Ros says she needs one of those, and desktop boom mic holds a mobile camera. Brilliant. So you learn things on this show. I learned something then. Oh, good. And Ros is saying she's got the app already and tried it. Right, okay. When you go into the broadcast with your mobile, it does squeal, because what's happening is your mobile's talking to your desktop, and your desktop's talking to your mobile, and the end is a squeal. As I say, you need to turn the sound off on one of them, and that's both it's both sets of sound, isn't it? It's the capturing sound and playing sound. RJ is nodding.
Yeah, yeah. What you're getting there is a feedback loop, Roz, and you've got to mute your phone in order to make it so that isn't going to happen to you. A lot of people have had that problem. So if you are confused by what we're saying, I'm certain that if you Googled it, that you would come up with some people demonstrating, okay, here's what you need to do so your sound is all correct.
Brilliant. Right, and I tried that because I was saying I tried that because I thought that was the problem, and I just couldn't get that noise to stop. Okay. Anyway, we've changed the topic now. So it's just trial and error. It will eventually be sorted out. And as RJ said, if you can Google it, you'll find some. And yum for chocolate, it is yummy. I've got to agree with that. And right, we're going to leave that on screen for a moment, Ros, because it's worth setting an alarm to get the learning in the instant timeline. I love it. Well, we love talking about it. We just enjoy tech. We enjoy bots. We enjoy each other's company, and we just enjoy your company as well. It's very, I mean, the show is made by the fact that you do come along and you do ask us questions, you do get involved, you do make observations, and that's basically, that's the magic of the show, is everybody getting involved.
Yep, that's absolutely right. The magic is when everybody gets involved.
Right. Well, that's now. I've got a suggestion. I don't know how this is going to be taken, but I hopefully it'll be taken the right way. We know that what happens is that everybody starts their show on the hour, 12 p.m., 1 p.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m. And we know occasionally we have 2 shows in a row, back to back. So my suggestion, for what it's worth, is to actually end your shows 3 or 4 minutes earlier, so that you can then go before your next show to grab a coffee or a cup of tea or a glass of water. So I'll try it next week. I'll finish 5 minutes early and see if anybody notices. And Rosie's saying she's looking forward to having the Udemy course. So are we. Well, Jay, that's another 55 minutes gone. That's brilliant.
That's true. We had a good time.
We did.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, we're hoping to see that come online here soon, and then maybe we'll start making some plans to do more. If you have bot questions in between now and the next time we're on, which are you going on next week alone, Stephen Healey?
I shall venture on alone. I shall promote the Udemy course. My fingers are crossed, my toes are crossed. I will be promoting the Udemy course. And if you watch us next week, then there'll be a coupon just for you. Fingers crossed, toes crossed.
Yes, so yes. That will be great. And so I won't be here next week because I have got a family vacation. The wife and I are heading to Philly next week. So I won't be seeing you guys. But if you have questions, refer them to Stephen, refer them to me, and we'll get you answered. In 2 weeks, both of us will be back. We will be doing amazing things with Bots Online. If you've got questions, if you've got some stuff you want to see answered on the show about bots, please do send that stuff on, because that's the stuff that we love to talk about, love to exchange ideas with you about how to promote your shows and how to engage your audience members you already have. Yeah, that's about all I know for today, Stephen.
It's goodbye from Wiltshire in England. We'll see you next week, and we'll both see you the week after. I'm going to try and find, this is a live show. Let's try and find it. So happy Thanksgiving to everyone throughout the US, and we'll see you again soon. Goodbye.
Bye.
And that's a wrap.